Justin, how have you changed as a player in LA versus when you were in New York?
I think I'm the same guy. Like to have fun, love to be at the field, love to be around my teammates, and enjoy the game. Mechanically, I made a few adjustments with my swing that I think has helped me become a better hitter. But other than that, I feel like I'm the same guy.
How long does it take when you look to make adjustments to feel comfortable with a new approach and a new swing?
Well, in 2013, at the end of the season, I started off that very next week and was in the cage 5 days a week for 3 months, kind of retooling everything and restructuring it and making sure everything was going to be repeatable so I could sustain it throughout, a 162-game season. So it's a lot of work, a lot of time, 3-4 hours a day in the cage and trying to, find something that worked for me.
You're one of the poster boys of this fly ball revolution and how it can really, enhance a player's ability. Why did you decide that was the right path for you, and how much do you think changing that swing has turned you into the player that you are?
Well, I knew that what I was doing wasn't working. I was a mediocre player. I feel like I was capable of putting together good at-bats, but never really did any damage. And, once I came to the realization that, one, I had the ability to hit the ball in the air and have it go a long way, and two, just understanding that if you want to slug, you got to do it in the air. It's hard to slug on the ground. I don't think anyone wants to be the guy that's hooking ground balls down the third baseline. So that really kind of changed my mindset and was the initial thought process in trying to change the way I go about my business.
Was it a thought process that you came up with, or did someone point that out to you in particular?
No, Marlon Byrd came over with the Mets in 2013, and he kind of started getting in my head about it. And by the end of the year, I had made some adjustments. And in the last month and a half that I put together here in 13, I felt like I was starting to see the fruits of it. I was driving the ball in the air to center field and to the pull side, and I had a really good last month and a half here, and was feeling good about it. So that got me kind of hungry and made me want to go in and work on it even more in the offseason.
Justin, we saw last night, even though you didn't get a hit in the game, each one of your at-bats was a productive at-bat. How much do you focus when you're in a situation on just situationally hitting rather than trying to necessarily do damage in certain spots?
Yeah, I think situational hitting is definitely underrated in baseball. I think when you're going against a guy like Jacob deGrom, who is a dominant pitcher and has such good stuff, that situational hitting is important. And you get a guy on second with nobody outs, you do what you can to get him over to third. You get a guy on third with less than 2 outs, you do what you can to get him in. And every run you tack on, you give your team a better chance to win the game. So definitely something I take a lot of pride in.